All right, good evening, East Hampton School Board. We're live, we're being recorded, we're streaming to YouTube, phone lines are open, you may begin.
Thank you very much. I have a motion to open into the regular session of the, from exec to regular session. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Please rise to the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, thank you. Turn it over to Tim for the do the schools.
Charlie cannot be here tonight. Wasn't feeling great, but I know that they had at the middle school their open house this week, and they're pushing ahead with their club fair. So parents of the middle school who are receiving his Sunday morning briefings know all about it. It's a wonderful Sunday morning read. We'll start forwarding them to you. But all seems to be going. I talked to Charlie a little earlier today. Things are going well there, and the like. So I'll turn it over in open order to Sarah. We went middle first. I don't know if
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So just a quick update that I forgot to mention last time. A few years ago, you all approved the summer research program, and I just wanted to show you some of the fruits of the labor there. This year, we had a number of students over the summer go to universities to work with their mentors for extended time. And it was really, really impressive work that they were doing. Cole Dunchik went to the University of Miami to work, to continue his work on hurricanes and work in their storm simulation lab there, which was kind of a once in a lifetime experience and could parlay, into college or career down the road. Ava Walters went to Penn to work with her mentor on CAR T cells that can bind and kill cancer cells. So really, impressive stuff. Griffin Beckman went to Wesleyan to work, continue his work on beech tree leaf disease, which we see out here. That's where he started it, but to have that connection with the mentor. So I just wanted to make you aware of, Dr. Forsberg and Dr. Rubito always say, science doesn't stop over the summer. They really did dive into it. And that's just a sample of what some of our students were doing. Speaking of science research, I just want to give a public congratulations to Dr. Stephanie Forsberg, who was selected as a Nobel Educator of Distinction by the National Society of High School Scholars. And while that title sounds very impressive, what is even more impressive is that she was nominated by one of her students, Griffin Beckman. I had no knowledge of this. Griffin did it completely of his own accord. So it's always wonderful to be recognized, but to be recognized by your students completely, unsolicited is really incredible. So congratulations to Dr. Forsberg, as we know, much deserved.
Wow.
Yeah, good stuff. We had our club fair this morning. It was incredibly lively. It was great to see the students who are in the clubs, soliciting and their excitement about the club that they're in and trying to get other students involved. So that was great. We are running a number of pilot clubs this year. Math and Finance Club is one, astronomy. One that I'm really excited about, just an idea that I wanted to share with you. Billy Barber, who presented to you all last year on Build On, came to me and he said, "What do you think about a comedy club?" And he got the perfect, right? Home run. And he got the idea from an NPR segment where veterans were coping with, depression, anxiety, PTSD through humor. And in his rationale, he said, quote, Billy said, "In a world where teenage depression looms large, there's a need for innovative approaches to address the issue. And the Comedy Club is a new opportunity for students to kick back, let loose, and discover the healing power of laughter together." So I think I will just be keeping you posted on the success of that club, but I was really impressed with his, his unique approach to mental health. And, also the cross-curricular connections with writing, storytelling, public speaking, I think will be great for our students. And then last but not least, we have back to school night next Thursday, the 26th at 6 o'clock. We, of course, encourage all of our parents to attend. And we, of course, want to show them all the supports that are available in the school, but we have all of our community groups who will have tables set up, Ola, the retreat, the food pantry, just to also show parents all the wider supports that are available for them and their children as a school community. So again, that's next Thursday. Thank you.
Coordinator of the comedy club.
Billy Barber is doing it.
Oh,
So.
Vicky McBride, right?
We can make a surprise appearance.
Exactly, a guest appearance.
Billy McBride.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm going to share with you some of our annual events, our annual fall events at John Marshall. This week we have back to school night. Tomorrow evening it's pre-K through second grade, and Thursday, 3rd through 5th. The evening starts at 5:30. This Saturday, the 21st, is the International Day of Peace. And as you know, it's a big day of celebration at John Marshall. However, we'll be actually celebrating the International Day of Peace next Friday, September 27th. The program will begin in the gym around 8:50. We're going to try to start a little before 9 o'clock if possible, and then bring our students outside to take the annual picture on the field. They've been working hard on their pinwheels, their pinwheels for peace.
8:50.
And then lastly, our picture day is coming up October 2nd. It is the second year with the new company that we're using, and I just want to give a huge thank you to the PTA that really does help to organize our picture day and also helps to organize the yearbook where those pictures actually wind up. And so thank you to the PTA, and that's coming in October 2nd.
Karen,
Yes.
Project Most, have we started attending? Are all the kids that want to be in it, can they handle them? What's the status?
We're a little bit of a wait list. I want to say we're a little over 30 on a wait list. And daily, I've been in touch with Rebecca Morgan and daily trying to take students off the wait list as she continues to recruit. There's always that little bit of lag time in the fall where she's recruiting, high school students to supervise.
Yeah, but here we have this, right? And it always works out.
And we're working on getting homework club started, and then we'll be able to really enroll, more students between homework club and Project Most.
Great, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Well, fall sports are in full swing, as you can see if you walk around the campus today before your dinner. We had varsity field hockey, JV field hockey, varsity girls soccer, varsity tennis, and varsity swimming all today. So we are up and running. Our teams are very competitive this fall, and I'll open it up with homecoming is slated for October 19th. Herrick Park is locked in. Thank you so much to Marcos in the Village. They have been absolutely amazing in trying to get everything up for us. There will be a whole festival. We are starting, I put invitations on your tables to the Hall of Fame induction where everyone is going to be here. We are going to leave here. It's going to be a very tight schedule at 11 a.m. We're going to kick off from here with the Hall of Fame inductees if they want to. We invited them all. March down to Herrick Park and let the festivities begin. So let's talk to the gods that be, that we have a beautiful day and that we get some grass growing in Herrick Park.
That'd be good.
Yes, Mr. Ryan.
I have no questions. I want to mention Liam Knight. Liam Knight is a 16-year-old lifeguard who's a great cross-country. What other sports does he do for us?
He also swims for us and he
Yeah.
is on the track team.
But he won the right to compete in Australia for 2 weeks and was very successful, very young. We've done that before for other people.
Swim.
Yes, for the life.
No, running, swimming, everything. And it's going to be a real plus because and the great thing is, I remember talking to Diane O'Donnell and saying, well, he's going to miss out on part of the cross-country season. He ran today.
Yeah.
Right?
He got back and he made all of his practices. You have to have 6 practices in order to be eligible to compete your first race. He had all of his practices done.
But for a kid, any kid, we've done other kids in the past. But it's a real great thing for take Little East Hampton and to take a kid that we usually go to the nationals, but to go internationally and compete with the national team of, I think there's like 10 on each side.
Yeah, all over the world.
Yeah, and I would suspect that as he continues next year, he might be selected to go again.
I'd put money on that.
But
Thank you. Anyone else?
you train him.
It's my fast twitch muscles.
Okay, or public comment? LTV, do you have anybody on the line for public comment?
We have no callers on the line.
Anybody here have a public comment? Address the board, it's for agenda items, but if you don't have it, we'll, since there's a long line, we'll let you step in. Good? All right. So consent agenda. Can I have a motion to accept the consent
I'll
agenda?
make a motion.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Superintendent's report and recommendations. Item number 1, recommend the board approve the instructional appointment of Tyler Basilio to the position of a teaching assistant commenced September 18th, 2024. I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Second. Discussion?
Tyler's here with us
You're here?
tonight.
Where is he going?
Welcome.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
Where are you gonna work?
with the Special Ed and Skills Department.
He'll be at the
Great.
high school.
school.
Tyler's a East End kid, Shelter Island. So he knows the East End, and my discussions with him, he seemed very happy to be back out here, and I'm sorry we didn't grab him earlier, but he seems like a good fit for us.
Is that your older brother and sister that with you?
Thank you for coming to the meeting too. We appreciate it. Nice to put a name to the face. Hope I pronounce your name close, but I do my best. So.
He gave me a nice smile.
Yeah,
He's so
exactly.
nervous. Yeah, like that.
Welcome. It's a great place.
Yeah.
Good, but
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Tyler, you're
You can
free to
go,
go.
yeah.
We know the ferries run often.
That's
We don't
right,
want you to
yeah.
miss one. You're welcome to stay.
You can say if you want, but
It will be about it.
Just happy for you. Thank you very much.
take care. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, that's right.
Tomorrow.
Phew.
Everyone was not.
Tyler's a top teacher as well. So perfect in that.
Great. Number 2. Recommend the board approve the instructional appointment of Jack Link to the position of teaching assistant commenced September 18th, 2024. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? This is a replacement, right?
Jack is a replacement. He's also an East Hampton graduate. He's come back here after studying in Spain for a few years.
Awesome.
He's looking to get back into teaching, and he's fluent in Spanish, studied over there. So
Great.
another bonus coming back.
That's great. Welcome back. Welcome back. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 3, recommend the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Jennifer Willingham to the position of senior office assistant. Have a motion?
Make a motion. Second.
Second? Any discussion?
Is that a new position or?
We had an opening, and she's currently with us at an entry office assistant level. So she's looking to, grow. So she's kind of moving up the ranks.
Congratulations to Jen. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 4, recommend the board accept the letter of resignation from Kelly McHugh for a position as a lunch monitor effective close of business day September 17th, 2024, and that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Kelly McHugh, the position of paraprofessional for the 2024-25 school year. Have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
Great.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 5, recommend the board approve the appointments of additional teaching sections for the 2024-25 school year. They're listed below. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second? Any discussion? This is contractual.
Mm-hmm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 6. Recommend the board approve the following contracts agreements for the 2024-25 school year. They're all listed below. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All,
Pretty
Yeah,
standard.
standard
every
stuff.
year.
all in favor?
Aye.
Number 7. Recommend that the board approve the award RFP and contract for the 2024-25 school year, and that contract listed below. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 8, resolve that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District hereby approves the following change order under the East Hampton High School Cafe patio site work contract number 3, work scope. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Second. Any discussion? Sam, you want to add anything to this?
The original contract for our new line.
I know you threw me off with the wording, you know, I didn't know what you were talking about for a minute.
So the original contract had the railing that's existing there to be extended with new material by about 10 or 12 feet to meet up where the new steps are. We took a look at it and decided that it would probably be better just to replace the entire thing. There's money available in the budget. If we try to marry old and new together, it's going to be very obvious. So we're going to replace the entire railing.
Very unlike the line.
Yes.
Needs to
Yeah.
keep that looks up.
Consistency. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 9. Let's see, here. Recommend the board authorize the funding of certain reserves using the excess fund balance from the 2023-24 school year. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second,
Second.
discussion? Sam, you want to add anything here?
We'll check that.
Well,
Meeting, right?
Yeah.
yeah, the audit committee met with the auditor. The books are done. The auditor will be back, I think, next month for a presentation in the public about the audit. It's funds that were left over at the end of last year. We finished with about 2.5% of the budget unspent, which is really where you want to be. We also did quite well in some of our unanticipated revenues, so we've got a fund that we're able to put into our reserve, with various reserves for future needs. And we've said it before, but it's worth saying again. We have now reached the maximum amount of money that can go into the repair reserve and the capital reserve. The board can consider asking the voters to reauthorize one or both of those.
Yeah, I think in May, I think that's something we should definitely
Yeah.
revisit and bring the voters in. It's been very successful.
Yes,
It's allowed
got a
us
lot done.
to, allowed us to
Worked very
budget
well.
properly. It's been great. It's
Great
been great.
planning.
And it's very structured, so it really, it works really well.
Yes.
Anyway, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 10, recommend the board approve the budget transfer for the 2024-25 school year listed below. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Second. Any discussion? Standard transfers? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 11, donation. Recommend that the board accept with gratitude a donation of 1 Peloton indoor stationary exercise bike from Mr. Brian Mitchell for the use of the high school physical education program. Have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right. On to old business enrollment update.
So, at the beginning of the year, we have some students, come that we weren't expecting, and some, choose different programs or other location changes. So currently, the high school is at 963 students. At the conclusion of last year, we were just over 1,000 at 1,021. The middle school currently is at 282 students. At the end of last year, we were at 270. And then the John Marshall currently is at 518. And at the end of last year, we were at 539. So, in the past, we have some fluctuations with enrollment, around now, but it typically stabilizes or the picture is more clear. So,
And it'll change again.
yeah, but we're roughly, about 45, 50 kids down from where we were last year. But we did have quite a large class graduating that,
Yeah, that was a big
in
one.
my years here was
Yeah.
one of the largest that I can remember.
I think that was the oldest, right?
No, I've
I
seen it.
remember.
So I mean, it's somewhat I'm following middle school a little bit higher, John Marshall a little smaller, so, it seems pretty steady, so.
Good. Update on the high school automotive program?
I will just say a couple of things, and if Sarah wants to add a few others, I'll certainly give her the opportunity. I think it's going fantastic. The enrollment is nice, it's steady. We've expanded to second year. I think there was roughly 15 kids in part one, which was mostly sophomores and juniors. And then the second year kids, that they came back for a second round of it because they liked it as such. I think there's 9 kids in there. Some of them are being, as we speak, if not are currently placed in some of our local shops, and developing a couple of relationships there. Our relationship with BOCES is to making sure that the kids are getting appropriate, and our teaching staff is getting kind of, that camaraderie and collegial kind of support is there. And just recently, we took another step to solidify that as a training zone where we were approved to be a New York State Inspection Center. Not everyone can bring their cars there just yet, and some other things. So still follow all your local rules. If it's expired at the end of the month, they may ticket you, and the TCOs are out. In force, I think that the village just took away the beach stickers on the 15th, but
Yeah.
they'll still get you for the inspection. But that's another step in the right direction to put our kids in those training sessions. I was just down there the other day. From Sam was too. The garage looks good. The teacher there seems happy, and as a new person, he seems it's great.
Yeah.
Kids like him. Enrollment there is steady, and I think you all as a citizen of East Hampton, it's a great program we put in place, and it's nice seeing the kids do this stuff. So, Sarah, did I miss any of the immediate highlights?
No, I think you got it all.
Yeah, so it's going great. It's going really well.
Yeah.
So too with the culinary program here, so putting our kids in some real life, kind of experiences, outside of just the reading and writing. So good work with nice programs.
All right. New business. High school sports banners.
So we've been talking about banners now, especially with the athletic committee for years, all 3 that I've been. And it's been a great debate. Now, we had some great ideas. We are gonna get, we put in for it, he just sent me a small banner. I asked him for a 3x5 banner, that's the size of the current banners we have now in the vinyl. But the vinyl ones will mimic exactly what those look like. They're gonna be more durable, they're gonna last longer. Sam had a great idea with the corrugated cardboard, like the signs you see in front
Yeah,
lawns and
yeah.
stuff like that. When I talked to Plex and Such about it, which is a vendor that we use, the first thing out of his mouth was, Kath, I don't know if those are gonna work. Somebody hits that with a ball, a baseball or a softball or soccer. I wasn't even thinking that.
No.
He's like, the vinyl ones are the way to go because they hit that, and if that thing ever shattered and it hits a kid, you're gonna put yourself in a liability situation. And we were thinking that, it was great to get it up on there and just stand there, but, thinking outside the box, I think that's really gonna be the way to go. And, with great success comes a little bit of problems. We have so many banners on the wall that we're doubling up. So we had some great talk in our athletic committee about taking the ones that are from under 1970, because that's when this building was built, and putting the ones under 1970 in the middle school.
Yeah.
It'll give that wall some great ones. Our only fear is once they come off that wall, if they're gonna make it to the middle school. So I don't know if we're gonna have to replace all of them, which ideally I would like to do, but I think it might be like Sandy and I talked, it might be like a step process, depending on how much they are, because they are expensive. So he was gonna get us a big cost and, do it up exactly how we want, because some of them are different. If it's a state championship versus
A little
a
different.
county championship versus a conference championship, there's different colors that go with them, and that
Right.
we want to keep tradition alive.
Absolutely. Now look at
The
the,
real problem is there's not enough room on our walls for all the banners.
Yes, but you were gonna build me another gym.
Yeah,
we'll put that in there.
but,
Banners or
Frame bridge.
so are we going to go with having smaller banners and keeping all the
No.
banners?
I don't think we go smaller. I love the tradition. I think if we went smaller, that you and I would get crucified. I think the community loves the way that looks. I think
Yeah, replicate
moving
what we have.
1970s, under 1970 over to the middle
Okay.
school where those awards were won makes sense. And then it's gonna relieve a lot of space on the wall for us to put more banners.
Plus, if you pull.
Kathy, I'm sorry, I missed your meeting.
Different size.
Yeah.
Are we repainting everything?
Yeah.
You're gonna see.
Yeah.
Kathy, do you think that, are we gonna be able to use the banners that are on the wall, they're just gonna disintegrate? when you-
We took one off them because we wanted to see
Right.
what it would be like to get it cleaned. It didn't come clean, you know? They've been up there for so long
Did it stay
that
intact?
there's, for the most part,
For the most
like the letters are gonna,
Some people might. Some
Yeah.
people might want those, and
Yes.
maybe we should do maybe like an auction.
An auction.
A auction, a silent auction or an auction, and see if people would bid on them. That would help.
Yeah, like they were
offset our
jerseys
cost
years ago.
To buy new ones.
That'd be fun.
So I think that
Yeah,
there'd be a lot
we
of,
did the vintage uniforms and we saw when people were
I
buying
think
them.
we
like
would
crazy.
probably be very happy
Mhm.
to bid on some of those
I mean, if we
banners.
maybe opened the clubhouse and did them there, you know? We could do it a little later on in the evening.
Yeah.
People are more free flowing, spend money.
Yes, they'll be a little bit happier.
Umbrellas and other apparel from school stores.
That's all being sold, that's all gonna be at Eric Park
So
with our life skills kids.
if you put a cost on,
No, because we wanna make sure, I have no cost on it yet, I don't want to until I get approval from you guys, and this is what you want.
Yep.
So
I like
then
this.
we'll
Anybody
have
have
everything.
any, is there any reason not to like it? I mean, is there a downside?
Well, we haven't
They're
seen.
vinyl, they're not the cloth, the traditional cloth.
As long as to me, they have
Yeah.
everything on it.
oh, they're more durable.
They're more durable.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the, like, just out of curiosity, what's the cost difference between keeping them traditional and then making them vinyl? Is there a big?
The
cost?
vinyl ones are going to be cheaper. The ones that are the cloth ones are very expensive. You have to buy the cloth itself, and then each letter is like $2 to $5.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
do the final ones with the glare of the lights in there or is it gonna?
Yeah, they're just, so the vinyl ones will mimic exactly what the smaller ones do, but it's almost, that's why I was waiting for the sample, because I really want you guys to be
Yeah.
able to see the sample, and it should be, Doug just sent me a small one, and the material's the same, but I want you to see what the 5x3 is, and touch it and feel it.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are up for the championship
long
ones, the
ones.
big long
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
you can see everything, it doesn't glare off of it, the only thing it does is when the fans start blowing, sometimes they blow off, so we gotta make sure we get that a little bit back.
Could we get a price to continue them as cloth?
Yes, we can, I'm gonna get you a
Just to
price
see
for
what
both.
we're looking at, cause
Yep.
keep traditions.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, my thought.
Are you thinking about changing any of the
I think
champions?
we might be able to do
But
it.
I think.
Changing any of the championship
I
ones?
think so too.
Not
Which
yet.
is on the west wall.
He would want.
Are you thinking about changing any of that?
No,
That stays the same.
Yep.
It's these old banners that we haven't got there before and are, falling apart.
Yeah.
okay, great.
but keeping with tradition and the way they are, instead of going to the new way a lot of school districts are doing, they're using the banners that are like the championship banners, and what they do, they have each sport and would say East Hampton Bowling, and it would have listed everything, all the leagues and everything, but you still want to always keep the tradition of the county championships, league you know, the big championships you want big banners with. You don't wanna minimize that.
Good,
Thanks, guys.
okay.
I got one other thing.
Yes, sir.
Is our patio gonna be finished on October
19th.
19th?
Yes,
So the answer is, it's going to be a soft opening for high school students sometime hopefully next week. We are still waiting for the electrician to secure the light fixtures. The delivery date is hopefully soon. The construction for the banister that you approved a couple of weeks ago, the railing is probably 5 to 6 weeks out. That is gonna hold up like the formal use of it, because there is a considerable drop that this thing is gonna protect against. So, we can do a soft opening for the high school students by having security stand there, and we're gonna put up a temporary barrier to make sure kids aren't going over the edge. But in terms of allowing it to just be used by the general public, we're not. We gotta wait for that.
Not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the breakfast is not gonna be available.
Probably not, but we can.
We can look at it.
Let's,
people what
I want to see a little bit, you know, supposedly the electrical fixtures will be available in 2 weeks, maybe. So I feel just, let's let a little more time go by.
We're gonna keep the temporary fence up anyway, because if people are here on the weekends
Temporary
and stuff,
fence-
you
the
still need to
temporary
have that
fence stays-
blocked off, right?
When we do a soft opening for the high school students, the temporary fence will continue to remain up. We're also waiting for delivery of, there are 3 large concrete planters that have to come, we're waiting for delivery of those. And the shade sails have to be adjusted slightly in the angle, we're waiting for that to happen, so we're getting there.
Great. So if you're here for homecoming, you're gonna be able to see it.
We can
And,
see it.
yeah, it's amazing, really.
The homecoming is gonna be, I mean, a few games here, but then after Hall of Fame, we're heading,
Right, everybody's.
parade is heading out of here.
But
at
you have,
11
there are other
o'clock.
games happening here all weekend, right?
No,
No? Oh,
no.
Only the football game.
only the football game, okay.
Anybody else have anything? So the student number, we'll discuss that.
The governor had asked that we, bring a student on to the school board, so, we're working on the details of that. And, more to come on that, but, we're, Sarah, and Adam have discussed a little bit of this, and we're gonna kind of move forward with it. Somewhat quickly, obviously, there won't be an executive session and personnel decisions, but it'll be
Right,
like, the kind of.
The public stuff they
He's
can.
gonna sit here with us, is that the idea?
Modeling student government and.
Okay, it's a good idea, really.
Yeah, I think it would be great, so we'll just have to talk about how that student
The
is
selection
selected.
process.
Right, how do you
Maybe-
select them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Elect them to the student body, I mean,
Student
yeah,
association members, there's
Yeah.
a couple of little tweakings to make it.
Sure.
cool,
Part of
it's
it.
a good idea.
Right, like the student association president also become
Right,
that
you can do that
person,
too.
or is
It could be part of their,
separately
we can make an
elected?
amendment to their charter, just to kind of make it,
Right.
get the experience to it all. So maybe the rotation basis, but, great idea. I think everyone supports just putting it all together very soon. So.
Sam, you reviewed some of that stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. The legislature has passed a lot of numbers signs, so we have to have somebody, I believe the law requires to sit here at the desk. They don't vote, they don't participate in executive session, just as you said.
The process.
So they can participate,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Okay. Back to public comment. LTV, do you have a public comment? Anybody on the line?
We have no callers on the line.
All right, anybody from the public? I don't think we have anybody left. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make
I move.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Opposed? We're all good. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Don't smile.
Yeah.